Catalin Gheorghiu, I'm solution architect for EPAM systems. From the year 2011, each year Microsoft awarded me the title of Most Valuable Professional. I'm also Intel Software Innovator. And we're going to talk about, again, a subject connected to IoT and Fabric. And for me, it will be therapy. I will explain. First part, what will be the structure of this session in the 45 minutes? First, I'll try to explain you what's Azure IoT Operation and what's Microsoft Vision on top of it and how you can try it. That's here it's the because also IoT Operation and Azure Arc, it's a moving target. Yes, it won't be highly technical. You can follow it, and also you can see it in the field. And the second part will be how we leverage all this data in Fabric, and this I find a way to show you live how all this stuff. So until we get to the demos, let get you again a visual cue and start my story. Once upon a time, Microsoft had a vision about Edge. Okay, what's Edge? Sometimes, okay, we have cloud and we have on-prem, but also Edge is one kind of on-prem. So we are running some workloads near the hardware that generates it, the hardware that whatever does it. Now, let's say the common scenarios in this case will be we have some sensors or we have some hardware and we want to run an AE and want to be fast, or we want to be able to run disconnected sometime. And Microsoft historically used this enabled using containers. And okay, I would say that it worked, but the problem was practicality, because, okay, yes, you can run containers on a Raspberry Pi, even though for a device, it's pretty expensive, industrial device, it's expensive Raspberry Pi. And, okay, a lot of caveats, but they are huge containers. Even though they are in 200 megabytes, it was still huge. But Microsoft somehow moved from this target a bit more. And they decided, okay, we have Azure Arc, which enables us to manage a lot of solutions. We have Kubernetes, we have a lot of interesting technologies. Let's use this. So they build the next generation of this kind of solution on top of Azure Arc, which is Azure IoT Solutions. Again, this is deploying now, not a container, Kubernetes cluster on the edge. And this is managed from the cloud. Architecturally, you have here, this is wonderful, a wonderful architecture. Yeah, what will be the problem? Raspberry Pi, it's absolutely out of the question for this. You're starting to talk something like server machines that can run this kind of workloads. And yes, you can deploy a lot of workloads from IE to database. Okay, and you ask yourself, what would be the scenario of this? Because yes, you replace something which was something IoT, something a box, you put it someplace with this behemoth. Well, it happens, especially in industrial environments, that there are some servers, not the best one, gathering dust someplace. And this approach enables them to do something productive, especially now it's a lot of focus on the AI workload. So you can run AI as custom vision, because custom vision, it's on the plateau of productivity and a lot of stuff very fast, and we can enable this. And the management through Azure Arc, it's highly elegant. Okay, moving forward. In my session, whatever I show you something that you, in theory, should be able to try at home quite easily. Because let's put it this way, yes, you are smarter. So yes, you can take it along and run with it. Okay, my issue with showing this IoT operation. First, I was looking to do it on real hardware, but put the pencil on the paper and look through Microsoft blogs. The unofficial configuration that will run something like this, it's something in the south of 1,000 euros. So I said, I won't invest for demo something like this. Also, it's not, again, does not show you that much. If you are in the same room, maybe it'll be interesting to see a box and to see some sensors. And then again, go to the Azure portal, in the IoT operation portal, and look over to it. Maybe it'll be interesting, but for this kind of session, it's not. So still, let us get rid of it. And let's talk about something else. Let's get to my browser. And always fighting with... okay, Microsoft saw this, and they try to help you do this running in code spaces. Again, still we did not get to the fabric, still not get the data. Bear with me a little bit more. So another vision in industrial world is that we should not use our machines to do work for clients or something like this. It started with Windows 10 on the stick, which wasn't a success. Now there are two approaches. One of the approaches is code space, and the other one are DevBox. What are these? These are fully packaged virtual machines in which you are running everything, all your workloads, all whatever. And these enable first to have a predictable work environment, because all this got provision, in this case from a GitHub or something. And secure, because you do not have nothing on your machine really. Everything is this virtual machine. So one of the idea was to run. So let's get the ideas up to now. First will be to run it on real hardware. Pretty expensive. Second, try to configure everything, which I didn't mention yet, on a Kubernetes, deploy it on Azure, have a virtual machine. Pretty difficult and time-consuming. The third one, it's to run this in code spaces. So essentially, you running a code space, this what we'll do. We'll deploy Azure Arc and all the shenanigans on Azure, on this virtual machine in code space. In this code space will be the rest, will be the edge, whatever. Generally, you just need to click this, and Visual Studio Code will open. And they all live happily ever after. And since I tell you that this will be a therapy session, I'm going to tell you that I'm fighting with this demo for the last 1 year. I never saw it running end to end. And now won't be noted. Because also like Fabric IoT operation, it's a moving target. Of course, this failed to the last week drop. I started, in fact, okay, let's restart it, but it won't be any difference. I started working with Microsoft to see what's the bug into it, but it's somewhere deep into the GitHub account. If and this will work at the end of the day. This generally works. So when they will fix GitHub, this will work. And if you are following the steps, we'll get someplace generally. What I need more to tell you on GitHub, there are two things that you need to take care. First, okay, this name, it's a random from GitHub. Yes, you can control it if you want it, but more important, the code space is created with auto delete. This means that if it stops, will be also deleted. So you need to change these settings. On the other hand, bear in mind that everything will hit your Azure subscription. Yes, you can try it in $200 per month. Not if you are doing something more elaborate, because it will eat what's in the code space, and also what's in the Azure will eat your credits pretty fast. This being said, let's look what other options we have. Again, I'm fighting other options. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to run IoT operation in some manner, and this to generate some data, and this we can process in Fabric. That was let's say, the cleanest one. There is Azure Jumpstarts, Agora, in fact, Azure Arc Jumpstarts, in which you have also this. Again, it's not nirvana by any chance. First, the scenarios again are architecturally wonderful, but they tend to be highly complex, and especially if you are coming from the data part, you're getting lost in a lot of stuff that you do not care. And second, same like other option, this at each drop, they have some period of instability and not working. And yes, they will fix it eventually, but you cannot really rely on it. Okay, so this was the therapy part. Okay, now let's get back to Fabric, and first understand what is the vision now of getting data. Again, looking in Fabric, which Fabric also, it's like a butterfly. Now it's changing and it's growing unequal in a different user interface with the back, with the, okay. So what all the concept revolves around hubs. So let's assume that you'll get the data from a hub. And this is what Fabric expects. And the favorite hub here, it's Event Hub, not IoT Hub. Even though IoT Hub will work. Okay, as difference go, to do a short parenthesis to understand. IoT Hub, it's generally cheaper. But that's a glitch in the matrix, and also offer far more features. Each connected client has two queues, one for sending data, one for receiving commands, and has some filtering capabilities. Even Hub, everybody has only one queue, and you're getting data in. Yes, they are still up there. Stream analytics, which was the past. So in past, we did it in this manner. IoT Hub, Stream Analytics to do some ATL and something. And filtering, which we did not do on IoT Hub, and then Power BI. Stream Analytics is still there. It's still supported in some capability. IoT Hub the same. What disappear? There are no direct connector anymore to Power BI. So yes, you can do it in some manner. You always writing to a database, getting data from the database. It's not the recommended way. But I talk that much about recommended way. And let's get back to the fact that you are interested in this being data topogon and not IoT topogon. So we are getting to my workspace. You see, it's a trial. We needed a bit more capacity. So let's add a new item. Okay, again, I want to mention that all these steps, you find it also here. And again, the documentation sometimes does not, because real-time intelligence, you see it name this way in one place, another place it's not named. Yeah, but if you are following these steps, you'll get it back to it. Okay, and if you're wondering, okay, I'm starting all this from where I get data, I discovered that I have an IoT operation. This is, let's say, a McDonald's for IoT. You have almost everything, and you can do it very fast, the solution. It's a feature complete Microsoft Words, also has emulators. And I discovered that I have one instance running, sending data. They are not nice data, and I did not need the ATL left and right. So we will play a bit. So if we're looking here, let's look for real time. No results found, but we are looking for event streams. And okay, here we want. So here an event stream, and let's say data T stream. It should work. It worked. So let's connect to a data source. So we have recommended even hub, as I mentioned before, and here you see that we are still connecting to. We can connect to a lot of stuff, but even hubs are the recommended way of doing it of today. Again, what I need here to mention some services. You need for some services you need to enable another consumer group. I can give you an example. For example, the time series insights. Yes, I know it's retired, but when you connect it to an event hub or an IoT hub, to the default, it took all the data always. So we need, if you want another service to get the data from your event hub, you need to create another consumer group. So we need, let's say, a couple of seconds, minutes to see the data. And it will come eventually. And so we finish on this part. Again, this is a bit of disconnect. You will expect to add here a destination and stuff here, but the recommended way of doing it is to create an event house and then to connect to the connection. And we will do that let us wait a bit to see if the data are flowing. And if you have any question, any curiosities, you can feel free to drop it into the chat. Um, of course, the demo gods wanted something, and I'm always ready to delete this and add it again. Or let's look inside. Okay, that's a deleted stat from because we have time since the wonderful IoT operation. It's not working today, at least not the way I wanted to do. And let's do an event stream. Okay. Yes, here I should look. Now say I wanted to show you real time. This is the only thing that you see, but event stream we have only one. Now try to and now to be careful which connection string I pick. Because when I rehearse this, it did work. I've seen the data. So this we do not want. So we want to connect to not service bus event hub. This to the export. Here you see. I will get because I'm not sure. These are my names. The first one is created by default. Root manager, share access key. Read write data I've created myself, and God knows if it's still valid. So now we have the correct connection, and fingers crossed. And let's see now if we did it. Now looks better. And still fingers crossed. And we have the data. Let us look a bit on the data. So unfortunately, this the emulator simulator from IoT operation likes to create creates very strange data. Usually in production, I'm using stream analytics to format to break this because this is the payload. And yeah, it's not the nicest of data, but whatever. So let's publish this. And now let's go to the work because no data was whatever should still have data. We think coming and will arrive. Are still good on time. So what will be the next steps? We now created an event stream, which this is the real time whatever called now. And you will see it in the user interface. I hit it once or twice, it is the same, but it's a different name. Bear in mind, okay, Fabric, it's a very precocious child. It's changing and it's growing, but sometimes one hand grows faster than the other hand, and not everything it's on the same page. Still, it's working. What is the recommended way if we're going by the documentation? Let's go to again to my workspace and create an event house. Event house. So here, let's create a table. This is the recommended way of doing it. And then let's get data. Let's try my hand. As you've seen, the data is looking like not very nice. And let's see if it's able to do transformation. Offset, it's something that it's in the payload generator. And we know that it's there. Okay, close. And now, also, if you've been to my other session, you have here shortcuts and so on and so forth. So let's try to get some data still. So we want to get from live event stream, existing live event stream. And here, because only one event stream. And okay, let's pull the mappings. Again, this data is not very nice, and we can spend a lot of time trying to make it fit. I say, real world, did not touch it with Fabric, because first, yeah, offset decimal, it did not recognize it as such, but still. This being new, still it's stream analytics is what is in production. And also the cost of these facilities, the capacity units needed are interesting to be discussed. And still, we do not have the discussion with the clients if they like it. Let's see. Very good code. Let's see what we have. No results to show. It will take a bit until uploads. Even though the discussion, everything it's about real time, bear in mind that real time in Azure Cloud and Fabric means something a bit different that it's real time in the computer sense. Real time in this case means fast. Real time in the real world, the real computer world will say, and the term is deterministic real time. It will say that each the operation takes less than that much, and each time when it's called, it takes usually that much. So it doesn't make variation, let's say, by 50% or something in the duration. So on this, okay, now in theory we'll have the data. We're still try run again. Yes, we have something. And it fills the field. Yes, we need to work on data data mapping and the rest of the stuff. Let's try to finish this story of demo, trying to do what everybody wants. They want visualization of some sort. So let's get back to the event house. In some level, we should of the database at some level. We should, and on this, I will say that sometimes I'm lost. Okay, this is how it looks, the data transformation pipeline to some sort. So getting back to the event house, let's add a real-time dashboard. Again, in the documentation, if I remember correctly, they will say that you should do it from the event house. If we are looking by the user interface, we can do it from also some other place. And if I do not find it here, I will do it in some other place. Okay, real-time dashboard. So again, as you have seen, I have enabled also preview features. And now this is the only place when you have the real time. If let's say again, I have that passkey here, you will see that you're having a lot of real time left and right naming about this. So I say that the names are changing a bit, and real time now it's only at this level. So let's do an edit. Let's change a bit. Now we see the data. So getting these cut changes. We want to change them. Let's explore the data. You see, we're still getting some data. It's not perfect. Again, data generator, it's a bit stranger. And if we're doing, let's change the visualization to something. Or that was device setting will be the same. What will change? Let's say process time using and apply changes. It won't be a wonderful graph when it works because of, but you get the idea. If you are doing data processing, which for sure you know better than I do this, and you can do it at more than one level, you'll get these kind of real-time dashboards. Okay, what we get from all this. So now this is we are getting a couple of way forwards. As let's start from the beginning. First, let's say the recommended future-proof way of doing Edge from the Microsoft point of view will be IoT operation. It seems that here is the main push. Yes, has pluses and minuses. It's an interesting sell to make from our side. Yes, you can try it, and generally you'll be able from time to time to see it working. Because I said now it's a new drop. The fiscal year there are a lot of they changed the drop, didn't change the jump starts, did not change the GitHub repository. So today you cannot really try today Saturday. Most probably on the Monday or Tuesday, everything this will be fixed, at least the website. And to give you an idea, I can also show you how many commands are in the. So essentially, these are the commands that you need to run to finish all the. And I have a bit more because I have a strange tenant. But you run these commands and you'll have it running. Again, it's click, 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 everything is documented. So you are getting a data generator, which is Azure IoT Operation. Yes, you have a toaster, really a toaster sending data, which are looking a tad better than the one sent by IoT Central, which we are using now. And then go to Fabric. Again, as way forward, rule of the thumb, Even Hub is better than IoT Hub. Microsoft talks a lot more about Even Hub than the IoT Hub. Yes, IoT Hub, it's not dead. It's cheaper, has advantages, but it's not recommended. It's not absolute, but not recommended. So essentially, you should expect, if you are getting data from the field, to get it in the manner of the IoT Hub. Let us to continue on the stuff on the flow of the data. We again did not hear that much talk about stream analytics on the story. Okay, stream analytics has pluses and minuses. The SQL-like query language use is very powerful. Also, the Java processing that you can do there, absolutely wonderful. Stream analytics, it's computer real time. So at least last time I asked, when you get the data at the door of the stream analytics, it will be real time until it gets out. But on the other hand, it's an expensive service and it's not predictive as pricing. So what I mean by not predictive as pricing, you pay that you are spinning up the service, and also you pay by data ingestion. So you need to have a lot of experience to be able to do an estimation of the cost, and it's not on the cheap side. Okay, and then you want to do some visualization. The visualization, as we did it up to now, was real, plain, vanilla Power BI. And the connector directly to Power BI from this was deprecated. So now moving back to our Fabric story. The new way of doing it is how I've shown you now. Okay, you cannot say that the documentation and best this, it comes from IoT team. Yes, but my guess it's also that they are on the same page because one of the also if you seen here, you also now have twins, and twins is an IoT concept. So I'm guessing they're on the same page. They are talking to each other. So this will be the way forward. And the way forward is, yes, you do not find the real time as a name only on dashboards. We can, if we have time, I will click around. I've seen it in some place. In fact, let me finish the idea and we will look. But generally, the user interface, it's clean of this. And you're doing an event stream and an event house. And from event house, as you see, you can do a real-time visualization. That will be, again, the way forward. What are the, again, here the problem is with licensing. Because to run this, you do not work anymore with the Power Query. With Fabric free. You need to create a trial. Yes, up to now I was lucky. This is my third time my trial was prolonged. Yeah, it's this also an expense. But on the other hand, Fabric installation are becoming far more well known into the companies I've dealt with, because people are enabled Fabric, they have bigger capacities, and they are using to it. Getting back of trying all this, I said, data generator of some sort, you'll get it. Not today. Today, you know, it's weekend, you're gonna listen to good session, the one after me. And yeah, but most probably next week you'll have the luck to try IoT operation in some sort of easy way. Yes, you are able to live to a free $200 subscription to it. Also on Fabric, you can start a trial of I do not know how many days, because now I see that 63 days. So that again, you can try it. It's not part of my MVP benefits. Yes, you can try everything from A to Z. And as when it works, everything looks wonderful. So it's something that you could show around and propose all this to somebody else. And we can go to question as I'm trying to look. Okay, let's say save, because I'll delete. As I'm gonna try to show you the where is the other remnants of IoT, in fact, real time, because it was something get data, real time hub. So here it's the let's say call real time, but you will see that we have what we have created before. So again, bear in mind Fabric, as IoT operation are growing, the user interface is not always consistent. Okay, on Fabric, the user interface is not always consistent. On IoT operations, sometimes these complicated demos setup do not work. So you need to navigate through this, but this is the price to pay if we are try to be on the forefront of technology. And when it works, and fortunately I cannot show you, we did also some demos, this on IoT data, and the business stakeholders were pretty impressed. This being said, if you have questions, and I will get back to slides to show you whatever, let's say, okay, have it someplace open. Yeah, okay, here. So here I put which are the two links which are interesting from IoT operation Fabric standpoint. The first one, it's the CodeSpace's way of doing things. and it finished into the fabric with all the details. Now the one it's the Azure Arc jump starts, which are pretty impressive when you get them working, and also they have all the data and all bells and whistles. So I believe that I'm pretty much on the time. So thank you very much. If you have questions, shoot, and also you can reach to me. Be find on LinkedIn, lot of places. Thank you very much.